Alright guys, so welcome to me cleaning my desk, my bookshelf. So basically every year I do my standard take down, clean, clear out, and also go through the books and decide which books I want to keep. But this time around I'm not putting any books on my shelf that I have not read. So I'm separating books, and I'm also separating books that I didn't really like and I would never read again. And I'm putting it in a pile, and I'm going to put in a box. I'm going to have one of my bookish friends come. She can do dibs of what she wants, and whatever is left I will donate somewhere. A lot of hardcover books that I'm picking off the shelf, that whatever I'm holding on to for whatever reason. I have to learn to let go. This year, the year of letting go. I am a hoarder when it comes to books. So I'm a hoarder when it comes to books. And I love holding on to books that I should let go. So that's what I'm doing today. Letting go, cleaning up. So the first part is the getting them down. Next part is cleaning, reorganizing my bookshelf. And what I do down the bottom, the very last bottom here, because it's so big, I stack 2 rows. And I love doing that. So I'm going to do the same thing. And I put in the back books that are sentimental that I will never get rid of. And that is my urban fictions. So let me show you. These are my urban fiction that I read a lot when I was younger. It is grown folks books. I probably shouldn't have no business reading some of this, but with the exception of this one. But everything else, there's some internet somewhere in here. There's some other authors I'm not familiar with. I don't even know if they write anymore. But a lot of this was hood books. But they're sentimental and I would never get rid of them. But I put them in the back, so because I don't need them on display, especially some of these ratchet, I do mean ratchet books. So they're gonna go in the back. But for now, I'm going to start wiping down the bookshelf. So the stack I have on the floor, the 2 stacks are books that I'm okay to let go. So I just need my friend's gonna come and I have her look through it, see what she wants, and whatever is not, I'm just gonna put in a box and figure it out. But this is what the bookshelf is looking like right now. And everything on this bookshelf are books I've read, which is 450, I think. Now on this end, which is that right here, are all unread books. Yeah, yikes. But we go in detail later. I'm still cleaning up, so when I'm finished I'll talk more about everything. Hey guys, welcome to Comfycozyup and welcome to the first video of 2025. And I start the year the same way pretty much every year, is my bookshelf. So my bookshelf, I typically take everything off, clean, rearrange, and look at books that I've read before that are on my shelf that do I want to still keep, clear out, because every year I get new books. I've read probably, what, a total of 111 books. I had to recalculate. There's one book I forgot, but it's 111 book. And I think of the 111, I had, believe, 60 was physical books. I also received about almost 50 books from publishers last year. So add that together, it got outrageous. So what I did was I had taken off 30 books that I knew for sure, and then I decided to add to the side shelf that only has my unread books, which was another outrageous number. I stopped counting about 250. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys some of the books I have, and also what kind of cleaning I've been doing. I cleaned the hell out of this room. There were so many threads and things on the floor, and it took a while to really gather all of that up to vacuum. It's the longest time I ever took to vacuum anything. That's how much cleanup I had to do. And I organized us and got some stuff out the way, put it in the closet. I actually even did the closet. There's some stuff in the closet that still needs to go through, and I really want to do it by spring, so I'm going to little by little go through a lot of these things and get rid of. I also found out I do have small free libraries around the area, so I'm hoping to gather some of the books that I'm not going to want to read and put in a free library. So of the 30 books that I did separate, my friend came. She took 18. She took 18 books and I still have the balance, which is like 12 books that I have just putting over to the side that I am going to probably put in a free library. I do have another friend who wants to come and check out my unread stuff that I'm willing to let go, because there's a lot of unread stuff that I want to read, that I will read, but there's some that I'm not sure about, but I wasn't sure I want to even toss it out. There are some books that I don't even know what the book's about, because some of these books were sent to me, so I'm still going through all of that. But right now we're going to show you that, and I'm also going to talk about what I am reading and what I want to start this whole project with. So I'm going to grab my other camera so you get a little close-up of the bookshelf and the books that I own, and some of the unread books, which I won't go too much detail. But these are not all the books, guys. I have a bookshelf in my bedroom, which I have my beloved books, my Jane Bowens, my Toni Morrison, my Octavia Butler, my Caribbean books I really love. A lot of those I keep in my bedroom, and a lot of classics that I actually love. All my Jane Austen collections are in there, and some other books are in my bedroom. So I don't really share my bedroom bookshelf. I'm not sure why, because it's not really that big deal, because it's in a corner. But these are not all the books, just so you know. But these are the bulk. These are majority of my books. This is, I would say, this is 80% of my books. And then 20% will be in my bedroom. All right, let me show you what we have. All right, so the top didn't change anything. So what we have is my what the hell books. These are my what the hell books, except for these two books. I just, space-wise. So I'm not going to go into detail, but if you saw my reviews of these books, whoa, no, Brandon shouldn't be here. But they are what the hell books in terms of some good, what the hell moment, not so great. Books that I partially like, and books that I just the storyline was just too wild for me. You see Queenie's here. The Dutch House, yeah, the Dutch House was something else. Up to this day, I cannot stand Gone Girl for various reasons. I literally threw the book when I read it. And the rest is, yeah, it's just, yeah, you guys know Creation Late, and even the most recent one, yeah. So that's just, it was just perfect. And of course, my beloved Good Luck book needs to be in the corner to help these. This two I love, absolutely love. So they're just there because space-wise. Here I have smaller books. And again, these are all books I've read. Every single thing I'm going to show you are books that I read. And these are books that are usually read during the spring and summer. I got all my Blanche and I'm missing one, which I plan on reading this year. I have my Walter Mosey Easy Rowdy series, and I'm going to be adding to that list. So eventually this whole area is going to change because I kind of want to dedicate it to these author. And yeah, other ones. All of these I have shared. Now down here is also mystery books and family drama mixed in this, and they just happens to be here. There's no rhyme or reason. It's all about space at this point. Down here are my, I would call my romance nook area, and it is, yeah, all romance over here. Down here is my YA and books that are memorable, called in Uber books back in the days when I was a huge fan. And Court of Mist and Fury, I think I've only read one book. So there's actually two books, the only two books that's on the shelf that I didn't read. And that's because I plan on reading the finished series this year. I want to get it over with because I own the whole series and never finished it. But I did read the first one, loved it way back. And so I'm going to marathon them. So they're just going to stay there because they need to be together. On this side, we have my nostalgic books. These are books that I read early on when I just started reading. These are early 2000s. And these are my Omar Tyree. This is my Eric Jerome Dickey. These are my Zane, and on top are poetry books that I've had from childhood that I refuse to give up. So this is my nostalgic area of books that I've read when I was very young. Over here is my classics that, you know, Animal Farm, The Picture of Dorian Gray, Sounder, Pearl, The Pearl, and of course my Angelo book and The Color Purple. So it needs to be here. This is my Elizabeth Strauss books, and I have read, now we are at 5. There is another book for this series that's out, but I'm waiting for them to be in paperback because it needs to match the whole setup of this. Also, some of my dearest books are over here. So we have another Eric Jerome Dickey that's on top here. Also, Mary Monroe, you can't go wrong with God Don't Like Ugly. Still one of my favorite comedy. 32 Candles, still one of my favorite comedy. The Shoemaker Wife, love that historical fiction. I mean, that is one of my dearest books. The cover is the bomb, but I'm not moving anything. Over here, again, more Eric Jerome Dickey. My first ever Terry McMillan book. Read this, I believe, I was either 18 or 19, so that was a long time ago. My, of course, J. California Cooper books I keep over here. Over here are also books that mean a lot to me. You guys remember Lucy, and you remember By Her Own Design, and of course, the Streets by Anne Petrie. Same thing over here. These are books that I dearly love for various reasons, and I keep them over here. So these are very sentimental story. You know, I can't wait for the second book for Daniel Black, Don't Cry For Me. The second book is something, I think it's called Isaac. So I'm looking forward to that. Over here are my Caribbean treats. And we got jungle going on over here. But these are all my Caribbean books. And maybe Caribathon, I'll go through all those one by one. Yeah, we got a leaf on the floor now. Over here are some more romance. Gotta have my Beverly Jenkins on display and a lot of her books over here in the corner. And of course, Kennedy Ryan is also over here. Brenda Jackson, you can't miss it, by Danielle Allen. And Natasha Bishop is over here in the corner. She might get moved to another spot. She was okay, but I don't think she holds that sentimental compared to the other ones. Over here is another YA section. These are all young adult books, except for When We Were Birds. I'm not sure how she ended up over there, but, and of course, yeah, they just, yeah, no rhyme or reason for that, some of that. This is my nonfiction section. So See My Sicily, of course, Bell Hook is there, and of course some other ones. A lot of this I did get signed, some of these. Yeah, down here I have my comic section, my graphic novel section, and some other books that I have just put there for space purposes. No rhyme or reason for that part. The big section, the big section is 2 rows. There is a row in the back. I did show you guys that in the beginning of the video. And so I keep a lot of the hardcover books here, and these are all books that I've read and I've enjoyed. None of these books I did not like. If I didn't like it, it will not be in the front. For sure, but these are the front. All right. Let's get to my TBR. So I am not going to go in detail on none of these, but I'm just going to show you a quick glimpse of, yeah. So this entire shelf here are all unread books. Yeah. And there, this stack in the bottom, there's a row in the back. Yeah, it's that serious. And over here, the same thing. Yeah. And then I'll come back on the, put the camera on the tripod, and I'll show you what I'm actually reading and stuff. So let me show you the rest of the stuff. So I cleared out the bottom of here, and there are books under here. And these books are books that I have not read. All the way under. Yeah. So guys, remember this corner? It was really bad. So I cleared it out. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this whole situation here. I wanted it to be like a chill spot, somewhere I can relax, lay on the floor, read, but I have to figure out what I want to put there to do that. This thing here is very comfy. This brown thing here, it is padded, it's spongy, but I got to do some kind of DIY to figure it out. I do have fabric over here, but these are fabric for project I'm going to be working on next. So it's chilling here, but it is an eyesore. I got to figure that out also. I did clear up top here, so there's no book except for those books over there. And those are the books that I'm going to be giving away. So that's why they're sitting there. But you remember before, all this was filled with books. So all I have here now is a few of my journals and projects that I want to work on next. So of course, I have this one, I have this dress, and this skirt that I want to work on next. I have my vision board from 2024 here because I'm going to do a video talking about my vision board, and I'm going to be making the 2025 vision board. So this is just temporary here. I did keep this here still, but it's hard to maintain this because I'm constantly going through it. But I have to figure out what I want to do yet. But I'm going to be working on the closet. So my closet, one of my closet needs to be more organized so I can actually use it for storage. So this don't have to be out. But for right now, it's right there. This is new. So I did have to get another shelf here. So I took all my junk journals off the ledge, and they're here, the bigger ones. and they have a spot. Some of my sewing stuff that I use a lot that was on the coffee table, I have them here, and I still have room to put stuff. But this is going to be mainly for journaling and little things that I'm going to keep over here. So because I moved the desk, the shelf that was here, so I have space. I put my shredder thing there for right now. I have to figure out if I want to keep it there or whatever, but I think I need to, because if it's out, I will use it more often. I won't have bags sitting of things that I need to shred. Yeah. And so I have all that over there. You see my sewing machine, nothing's changed, but I did change my desk. So my desk, I did a reel. If you saw my Instagram, I changed it and I put this one on top. This is an old desk. I've had this desk for probably 19 years and I'm not ready to give it up. I just figure every year or every 2 years, depends on how badly I get the top, I don't even know what you call it, vinyl top thing. I will just change it, and this is how I have my desk. And I pretty much, my phone is right there on there, but I pretty much have things that I use on a regular. So under here, I have my reading journal, my planner, my 5-year journal. I still have the 2024 reading journal in the bottom because I still need to work on some of the things for some books that I didn't finish reviewing before I put it away. And then all the other things, and of course my 2025 journal is here. I didn't change anything on this shelf. I just took everything down, cleaned it, and that's the end of that. I do want to get another printer. This printer has been giving me a little issue lately, like I constantly have to reboot it, don't know why. And clean up the area. So as you can see, it is way better than it was. It don't have a bunch of threads and things on the ground. So I was so happy for that. I have this over here, and yeah, if you can see, the coffee table looks so much better than what it was before. So this thing here, this green thing is what, this is the cover for my camera. This green thing is where I have all my my ink. I just like it there, and I have these where I gotta figure out, I'm gonna move these. These are all the subscriber pick paper that I put in these glass thing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put it over to that desk part. And that's it for right now. So yeah. All right, so for the sewing project, I'm gonna be making this workout outfit because this was supposed to have been done for my vision board for last year. That didn't happen. So we'll be making it, and it will show up in another video. Then I also started this book called The Covenant of Water, and I did a video in Vlogmas where I talk about 5 big books. This is it. Where am I at now? We are on 96. So this is going to be all month. So by the time you guys will see today's video, I hope to get to at least it's broken down into 10 parts. So I'm on part 2, and it is 715 pages. The font is a little small. It's not that small. It's not that small, but it's not as big as I thought in terms of like a Dickens book where the font is really small and it's like 900 some pages, and it reads fairly quickly. It is, the irony of this book is, y'all, my goal this year is to learn to swim, and this book may not be the best book to start the year off with. So I was just like, I was reading it when I got to that part in part 1 where it explains the significance of water to this family, and I was thinking, oh hell no, why? It's not going to discourage me because it's going to happen, y'all. It's going to happen. This is the year to learn how to swim. So this is a story that little I knew. So basically it's a 12-year-old that is, it started off where she get married. Literally the first line in this book is, She is 12 years old and she will be married in the morning. Yes. So I initially had the face of, oh, Lord, it's going to be one of those. But it's not. And so I'm glad that just like, whew, got my system. The time period is also the early 1900s. So keep that in mind. This started here. It literally started in 1900. It is set in India, and she is with her husband, his on his land, the people that work for him, and he is a man who has lost his wife and has a 2-year-old son. So she is there, and so far it is the writing, the storytelling. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm not even that far in the book, so that's a good sign. So I will share this throughout the month because it is going to be one of those books that I will take my time and read it. Depends, because at this rate we don't know. So I am going to end this video here, edit, and definitely stay tuned. It's a lot of videos that I have coming for this month, a lot of things that I want to share and talk about. And so welcome back to 2025 videos on this channel on Comfycozyup, and I'm looking forward to reading. I did pick the book of for subscriber pick, so there's a reels for that, not a reel, sorry, a shorts for that. Yeah, so I will see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching. All right, bye.